Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me. I don't have any tea today. It's actually night. Thank you for being here. Today is going to be a different one. Normally I'm doing any type of photo, video, tech. Today is more like a vlog, I guess, something like that. If you see the camera doing a little something like this dancing thing, I'm not going to try to correct it. This is not actually the camera, this is my iPhone. So I was going to bring extra equipment to be able to do this vlog, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go very lightweight with it and show you exactly the equipment that I'm using to be able to film all of this vlog type of stuff that I'm going to do for the next 7-8 days or so. So the gist of it is this. I'm on a cruise and it is for work kind of sorta, but what I'm doing here is late at night. I'm just going to be vlogging and I'm going to be showing you the cruise line. Now the first thing I did, of course, is what? Check to see what kind of Wi-Fi we have on the cruise, and the Wi-Fi ended up being pretty quick. I'm like, that's interesting. This is the largest cruise line, right? The largest cruise ship on the planet. Do they have SpaceX Starlink? I asked around, no one really knew. They said, yeah, we got some upgraded system, and this is a Royal Caribbean cruise. It's the largest one there is. Anyways, come to find out, tonight at about 9 o'clock or so, I've been snooping around the entire ship. The ship is about 20 stories tall, just to give you an idea. It is massive. Well, on the front of the ship, I found Starlink. I found the antennas. Anyways, guys, so this first video, I just want to show you the equipment that I'm using to video this, and I think it's interesting because a lot of folks have asked me, you know, can I get away with using some lower end equipment and still be able to put together a decent video for YouTube or for whatever you're trying to do? And for me, I've always been one to, instead of spending a lot of money on equipment, I like to create things. So instead of getting a $500-600 light, I would get $50 worth of light and then try to figure out how to soften that light so that it looks just like the $500 light. So that's always been my thing. I've always been one of those type of people that try to get the most value out of everything that I'm doing. Obviously there's stuff that you absolutely need and it does cost some money. Now of course I could have brought like a Canon EOS R or one of the Sonys or whatever. I didn't bring any of that. I brought my phone and I brought a little ZV-1. That's it. So everything that you see for the next couple of videos that I do this vlog on this cruise ship is all going to be shot with a Sony ZV-1 or my phone, and that is it. And we'll see what we can make out of it. So like I said, today is going to be all about showing you the gear that I'm using to do this, and the editing is all going to be done with this. I brought a laptop, but I decided instead of editing on the laptop, what I want to do is I want to make it even more difficult for myself, right? I'm going to edit on the iPad. So this right here is an iPad. It is not, it looks like it's a laptop, but it's not. So this is the 12.9-inch iPad, but with a little keyboard attached to it. That's it. All right, so I figured I will do this because it'll, number one, make it a little bit more difficult on myself because I love doing that. But number two, some people don't have a $2,000-3,000 laptop to be able to edit. Maybe they just have an iPad that they picked up for $599, you know, $800. Can you edit? The answer to that is absolutely yes. But so that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to show you all of the gear, and then moving on into some of the other videos, we'll get into some vlogging and I'll show you around the ship. This thing is absolutely just awe-inspiring. I don't even know how it stays afloat. It is so massive, absolutely massive. So anyways, I'm going to jump into the camera bag and I'm going to show you everything. And what I'll probably do is I'll put links to all of the different items that I'm using. So if there's a specific item that you're like, hey, yeah, I could probably use that, well, I'll put a link to it so that you can find it on Amazon or B&H Photo and Video or wherever I purchased it from. All right. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked the video even in the least, please consider giving it a thumbs up. That would be helpful. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, please do so. Subscribe. And then click this little button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you'll be notified of it immediately. Also, if you just want to say thank you for all of my hard work on this channel, you could do so. You can hit this little button down there that says thank you, or even better, just become a member of the channel. That would be awesome. Would love to have you here. So without further ado, let's jump into this bag. I want to start out with this awesome mini tripod. This is just, I think, probably the coolest tripod that I've found in a while. You could use it to handhold to do selfies and stuff like that, but you have this really cool mechanism that allows you to unlock it, and then the entire handle just springs open into a tripod. So it works out really well, and it's really sturdy too, which I was really surprised with. Now this is about 13 inches tall, but it also extends all the way up to 44 inches, which is even more crazy. But at the top of it, you have a really nice ball head, and then you also have this 1/4-20 thread, so you could screw in just about anything to the top of this tripod. And then on the side, if you flip this open, you can see that it turns into like an arm. This is a built-in spring-loaded mount for your phone. This is my Sony ZV-1. This is a go-to. Every one of my vlogs that you see, I have probably like 850 on the channel. Almost every single one is recorded with this camera. Do I have other cameras? Absolutely. But this thing just works. It just locks on to my eyes. I don't have to worry about it pulsating back and forth from the background to the foreground. But I'm not going to use this, and as you can see, I'm filming right now. I am not using this camera. We're going to use the iPhone for all of the video. Now here's the batteries for them. I bought this unit. This thing is awesome. It literally charges 3 batteries at a time. If you have a ZV-1, you need one of these chargers. These are awesome. Then my go-to AAA as well as AA charger. This thing has been around for over 15 years and it's still working. It is awesome. Of course, I have an entire set of AA's. We have all of the wires to make this happen. There's every different kind of wire you can think of, from USB to Thunderbolt to USB-C to USB-A. Now, this light is probably one of my favorite small lights. I believe it's called an F7 Mini. You can see that's pretty bright. That's not even close to being max. It does have this really nice grid on it that's made out of some type of rubber. It is absolutely perfect for directing light in a specific location instead of allowing it to just flood everywhere. Now, this is my go-to when it comes to just doing some lighting for myself. This light does do RGB as well as CCT, so this thing is perfect for an accent light, or even for like what I just used it for is a main light, and it works out great. And you can plug it directly into a USB charger and charge while you're actually using it. Now, of course, we have my Microsoft mouse. This is just a go-to because it's tiny, it's wireless, it's Bluetooth. Now for audio, of course, is very important. This is my little pouch full of audio goodness. This dongle is kind of nice because it allows you to connect to either a USB device. It also has 2 SD card readers. And also, as you can see, there's a place where you can add power. Now this is my Tascam. I love this thing. This is awesome. This is the DR10L. The audio that you hear right now is coming through the lavalier mic that comes with that unit. I think it's great. I mean, it is, for what it is and for the price, it is an awesome, awesome accessory. If you want to get some decent audio and not have to worry about having a massive microphone with you everywhere, this is the way to go. You can even do interviews with this thing. You can hand hold it for yourself. You can hand hold it for a guest. I mean, it's just very versatile. Now, of course, we have to have a SD card of some kind. And then, of course, we have a formal reader. Now, this would go straight into my laptop. It does do CF cards as well as SD cards. It's by Lexar. The reason I bought this one is because it is so fast. This thing is screaming fast. And when you're dealing with gigs and gigs and gigs and gigs of data, you need to have a fast reader. And this is definitely one of them. Can't go without a good set of headphones. I have wireless as well as wired. I just like the wired headphones. There's no problem. It just makes everything just super simple. You plug them in and you go. That is my Apple MacBook Air, and I ended up not using it. Once again, I went with the iPad instead. And then finally, I have my iPad. Now, this is the device that I used for doing all of these videos for this vlog for this last week. Now, this is an iPad 12.9 inch. I believe it's like a Generation 2. I wish that it was a Generation 3 because DaVinci Resolve, for some reason, will not run on this iPad. I just hate it that they did that, but that's just simply the way it is. So I ended up using LumaFusion instead to do the edit, which is also an extremely good piece of software. So that is it. We have our little lav mic here that's connected to the Tascam. We're going to use that for our actual audio. And then, of course, the audio that comes in through the iPhone, which I'm recording this on right now, will be just scratch audio. That's all. And we're going to do all of the editing right here. So let me know what you think, and I hope you join me on this little journey here. We're going to be out at sea for about a week or so, visiting all of the ports of call in the Caribbean, so that'll be kind of fun for work and pleasure. And by the time you see these, I'll probably be back in the studio anyways. But let me know what you think. Do you like this type of thing? Do you like the vlogging type of stuff? I want to change things up a little bit for 2023. I want to give you what you are looking for. You know I absolutely love the Starlink stuff. I'm going to continue doing that. I love tech. I'm going to keep doing more tech. I'm probably going to put together a course also. It could be photo or video, or I might even do a tech course when it comes to putting together mesh networks and this type of thing. I've been getting a lot of requests for that. If you have a request for anything, just let me know. I've been doing this for a couple of decades, so I always like to teach, and being able to convey my thoughts as well as teach people things that they didn't know before, but do it in a way that is kind of fun. I just view the channel as like edutainment, right? It's educational, but it's also entertaining, and try to mix the two like a blend. If you like that kind of style of teaching and you want some type of course or more information on something, let me know. If I get a lot of requests for it, maybe I'll put it together. This is going to be the year of changing things up and doing a lot of different things. I'm really excited for 2023. I hope you guys are too. It has already started quite well, and we're going to hopefully continue that way. Like I said, I'm currently on the largest cruise ship on the planet. How can you beat that, right guys? How can you beat that? Anyways, in the comment area below this video, let me know your thoughts. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, as I said before, throw the video a thumbs up. If you want to hear some of my content that just has to do with Starlink, a lot of you people are here for Starlink. I have a Starlink playlist with over 100 videos in it. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, and most importantly, as I always say, why. So that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoy this. If you want to go and take a look at some of the products that I have made over the many years, having to do with photo and video, and some of it tech, go over to JCristina.com. Once again, JCristina.com. If you want to get any of my ebooks for free, just for you being here till the end of this video, go over to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.